What's up, everyone? This is Chris Enriquez, aka Hyper Neon.
What's up? It's your boy, Mike Levy, aka Cutie Pie.
We are here at PAX East 2017. We just got back to the hotel. We've been on the show floor all day. We did some concerts and stuff like that tonight. We're getting ready to go to bed, get up early to go to the show floor again tomorrow. But we want to take a few minutes to talk about some of the games we saw today, some of the really cool things. I'm using a new streaming service right now called Restream to try and stream to multiple locations at once. Hopefully it's not totally shitty.
Not totally. It can be partially.
Partially shitty is okay.
I'm in this video this time, so
we'll accept.
We'll blame it
we're
on
gonna
me.
lower the bar.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Do you want to go first or want me to go first?
Oh, let's kick it off with what we started our day off today.
Prey.
We're walking down the expo hall and we see this poster that's like, hey, join us for a live gameplay video at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. So if you remember in the video we posted earlier this week about our top 3 things we wanted to see, one of them was Prey. We're walking down the show floor in the Bethesda booth, and it says starting in 10 minutes is a Prey live demo with the developers. We're gonna be playing a section of the game, all this stuff. We're yeah, there's a bunch of seats here.
Yeah.
So we sat down on the couch and we got to see Prey. And it was way even cooler than I thought it was going to be. I was excited for it. I went in there. It was really cool. The demo was really neat. The mimics, the little monsters, they can shapeshift and turn into any object in the game.
Yeah, we had a lead game designer and a lead project designer.
Yeah.
From Arcane Studios walking us through. So they showed the whole gameplay. There's a lot of cool stuff they're doing with the guns. They're not just used as weapons, they're used as tools.
Yeah.
They showed us some of the tech tree. They showed us how, I don't know, I got a big BioShock feel out of it.
Yep.
I'm really excited about it, right? It's a
BioShock
world,
in space.
BioShock mixed with Dead Space a little bit, mixed with sneaky little monsters that I've never seen in anything before. That was kind of a cool concept.
The new monsters are pretty cool. They can shapeshift and take the form of any object in the environment, and it's completely random. It's unscripted, so the devs don't even know which object's gonna. It can be a coffee cup. It can be a health pack. So at one point the guy's oh man, I need health. I'm gonna go pick up this health pack, and as soon as he goes to pick it up, it shapeshifts into one of the freaking monsters and starts attacking him.
So he's nearly dead after he's trying to pick up the health.
And so it creates this huge suspense. Just as you're playing the game, you're anything can be a monster at any point, and that's really cool. So it was really neat. They gave us these cool little journals here that as kind of takeaways afterwards. I've got a bunch of cool little
shows some of the artwork
things in there. Yeah,
early stuff they designed.
Yep. So that was really cool.
Really exciting. Pleasantly surprised. I mean, I've always liked I liked Dishonored that came from the same studio before. I'm real excited.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
All right.
What
do you got?
Next game we came across, probably not the same order, but Ticket to Ride. I don't know what direction this text is going to face.
Earth.
Ticket to Earth. Oh my God. I'm thinking of board games right now. Ticket to Earth looks really exciting. It's a cool puzzle game.
Yeah.
Has this puzzle quest feel to it where as you're going throughout the terrain, you can power up abilities to attack your enemies. It's also a mix of a normal turn-based strategy where you want to move your character. You can then make an attack against somebody else, or use a spell, or even move again. And they had a really cool concept of a moving RPG along with that puzzle element. So I got to play probably 3 levels, 2 tutorials, and one just a sample. Had a lot of fun with that. It's releasing on iOS coming up in the next week or so. Soon to be PC and Android. So hopefully I'll wait until that comes out on Android. We'll have a cool puzzle game for my phone. Really excited for that one. Sure.
And we live streamed that bit of gameplay as well earlier this morning. So you can check that out on. You can probably find it on Twitter. We periscoped it, so it should be on there. Let's see. I think you had way more that you were super excited for.
I collected all these cards.
My standards.
All these sweet cards from our events.
You have a lot more diverse tastes.
Oh yeah. Let's keep going then. This one I picked up. Postal Pause.
Oh gosh.
Totally
No.
not a game that I'm
No.
going to play alone. At least not tell people on a live stream. But they made what looks like a really cool game for the nieces and nephews to play. Something that I could probably convince my wife to try out. Has the greatest alliterations ever. You got the doggos and the kitnips. I can't remember all the alliterations, but it looks really fun. Excited to recommend that for other people to try sometime. Fun game for mobile devices.
Yeah. It was all right. I wasn't a huge fan. The controls were a little clunky. Very
Great
basic,
game for kids.
A little childish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't
But
my
they have a lot
favorite.
of puns and a lot of alliterations,
Yeah.
which is like my type of humor.
Right.
Which, of course, I'm trying to help give to my niece and
Do you want to talk
nieces
about-
and nephews. Okay, another fun mobile one.
Yeah.
Open Sorcery was pretty fun. It's a text-based, kind of reminds me of Lifeline that I really liked, which was like a choose your own adventure type of game.
Mm.
You have a text page, you click through different color-coded things, color-coded words to kind of guide your storyline. Looked really cool.
Yeah.
It's $3 on the App Store. Downloaded it right there. Started playing it.
It looks like the story is about technology, magic, and becoming a person.
Of course. Which
Yeah. We were having a conversation about that earlier. He didn't believe me when I said that the story was going to be about a computer turning into a human over time.
I just saw
And it's
technology.
right there in the tagline
I saw
for all to see.
I saw technology and magic and was sold on the
Technology,
spot.
magic,
Didn't even need to read
and
the
becoming
next
a
line.
person.
Yeah.
Chris was right.
So that one,
Hashtag Chris
that
was
one's
right.
really exciting. I already got it downloaded, so I'm ready to start working my way through that one.
Yeah.
The last cool non-major, huge game that I'm really excited about, Death Squared.
That one's cool.
This one is it looks like a 2 or 4 person puzzle game.
Yep.
Puzzle's very similar feeling to Portal in the sense of you rely on each other to work your way through a map. You need player 1 to hit a button that helps raise a platform for player 2 to navigate on.
I'd liken it more to what was the Toads?
Battletoads?
No. Toads like Treasure Hunter on the Wii, where it's kind of like a interesting perspective game, and you got to kind of move and kind of traverse around, kind of like it's very blocky, right? Like the whole point of the game is these blocks, kind of like a mix between that and like Tomb Raider Go. Lara Croft Go.
Yeah, that's actually good. Yeah.
But with multiplayer, you are working together as opposed to those are like single player experiences.
You're very dependent on your teammate that you're communicating with to solve those puzzles.
Yeah.
I think that one is available. Yep, PlayStation 4, Steam, Xbox One. So that's it's available this Tuesday. So that's a cool one that I'm probably going to pick up in a couple days. Yeah.
So one of the other really fun ones that we saw was Go Ape. So that one, we just not only was the game a lot of fun, the experience itself was really cool. They basically had a big screen TV, and they had a whole huge booth. This was Devolver's booth. They had a huge booth, like a bunch of other games. And while people were waiting in line to play those, they could be looking up at the big screen TV on whoever was playing kind of on that game. And that game was Go Ape, which is this new game where you're basically it's like an art style I've never seen before. You're like a top-down, just like highly oversaturated colors, basically, right? Where the whole environment is basically blue, and you're controlling the ape, and you're trying to basically break out of a zoo.
A bright orange
A
ape.
bright orange ape, and when you hit, I guess, a zookeeper, these people who are trying to shoot you, to kill you, to prevent you from breaking out of the zoo, their bodies just splatter, and you get these crazy blood splatters everywhere, and sounds really gross, and I guess it kind of is a little bit, but it's
violent. But
it's very violent,
fun.
and the art, the music actually goes along with the gameplay.
Yeah.
So it kind of has these jazz beats and. You kind of have this nice kind of
drum
riff
beat
that's kind of
background.
really that's just constantly kind of beating, and whenever you smash someone, all of a sudden it makes these trumpet sounds,
cymbal crashes.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You just get all these cool sound effects going off.
Right.
And it's a lot of fun. So
And so we're playing on the big screen, and like we had gotten through. I played through first level, and I was having trouble getting to the second level. I'd been playing for a while.
There was the 4 people in front of us in line.
Yeah, no one made it to the second level.
Got really stuck.
And so I'd been playing for a while because I played through the first level as well. So I gave it to Mike.
Yeah.
And you played.
I got almost to the last part. Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I went through it 3 or 4 times beforehand. But finally get real close to the end.
And
I didn't know what else was going around me. I was so into this game. And, I die right before I get to the door. Like, I could visually see the door, and you just hear everybody.
The whole crowd just like,
at that point. And then when I just miss it, I just, I took an extra hit.
Really fun experience.
Yeah.
Because it was on the big screen. We're sitting on a couch just playing kind of like,
And that's like the type of game that I would want. And that's a good game for a party, a good game for a lot of people to stand around and watch.
Highly recommend
Easy to pass the controller. You got 2 buttons that you're using, and still fun and still complex.
Yep. So that was really cool.
Yep.
I don't have, unfortunately, we didn't get a card. I'd have to go look up. I don't know what platforms. I don't have any other information on that one.
Yeah.
Or if there was a release date or anything.
Sure.
It's called Go 8.
Yes.
Right. By Devolver. You can look it up. I'm sure there's plenty of information out there. Sorry we don't have more. And then I think the last one we wanted to talk about is this pretty cool game called Refactor. So it's this interesting mix between a really tight 2D physics-based platformer. But you have double jump and kind of all this stuff. You have kind of mechanics similar to something like Ori and the Blind Forest, right? With this really tight, good-feeling platforming. But then on top of that, you have these portal-like puzzles, right? Of trying to figure out how to traverse the terrain, trying to figure out, like, okay, do I kill this boss, or I got these lasers going on, so how do I get through this? And I have, like, 3 or 4 different sets of abilities, and how do I chain those together to kind of get through the world?
Yeah, so my favorite part, the devs referred to this game as, like, if you've ever played Metroid, they call this game Tetroid. You navigate as a 2x2 block around a map, and as you use different abilities, those abilities are different shapes of typical Tetris pieces that you're familiar with. So the L piece is actually like your dash. So as you hit the button to dash, you turn into this L piece to help you move in that direction.
Right.
Or if you use your grappling hook, you turn into the typical
T.
The T.
I guess it is. Yeah.
Where you hang by the one point.
Right.
But man, I was awful at that game.
So I think that the most interesting part of that, right? So like your typical kind of Metroid game is it's like map exploration. You kind of have a big map, but you don't know where all the pieces are of it yet. And as you explore, you unlock kind of like new areas, and you kind of like opens up your map for you, and then you have to retread on those old areas. The difference is here is that you actually have a map editor, and you can move pieces of the map around to help you reach other parts of the map that were previously unreachable. So, say you explore a certain zone, and it's just a straight line with some platforms in it, and then you get to a map editor room, a control room. You can then take that room and rotate it and flip it and move it somewhere else on the map on the other side of that control room. That now you're going to retraverse all those same platforms, but now they're all upside down. And all the enemies, like, because the room is upside down and there's physics, they all fell to like a different location.
Yeah.
And the lasers are all shooting elsewhere.
Different directions.
Right.
You have to find a different way to get around the same obstacles. So, even though you're still technically replaying that same level, you're facing an entirely new version.
Right.
The cool
and
part
then that
is
helps you get to another room to unlock, which then you would then remove to get to jumble all the rooms to get to another place and reconnect them in different ways. And
it also means that no 2 plays are going to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
Because maybe Chris would put a certain L shape in one spot, and I would do, the upside down version of that in order to connect to the end piece I'm trying to get to.
Yep.
So they were saying that, people's difficulty depends on how they're determining that map. So you can zoom in as you're doing it. You can look and try and map out your course if you're afraid you won't be able to actually make it.
Right.
Swap those pieces around and try and make it.
All right.
That was exciting.
So that's it. We saw a bunch of cool stuff. We saw a bunch of other stuff, right? But I think those were kind of like the main kind of like just the coolest games that
Can't
like
beat
really
Postal
stuck. Postal Falls, yeah, that really stuck with us. Kind of, after the show was over, that we kind of kept talking about and we're tweeting about and just really excited about. Tomorrow we're going to be going back to the show floor for a whole other day of seeing new things. I think tomorrow it should be a little bit quieter because it's Sunday. So we're going to try and do more of the waiting in line type stuff for the bigger games. So we're planning on trying to see Mass Effect. We're going to go into the Switch booth. We did do like a hands-on demo with the Switch, but we really want to just go in there and they have a whole booth we get to play 3 different games with the line's just like 2 hours long. So we're going to go in there. I really want to play Snipper Clips. I know that game's out, but I haven't got to play it yet. I really want to play it.
Yep.
I think was there anything you wanted to check out?
The Mass Effect easily. That was our top. We've got a panel. We're going to go check out the Gearbox
Yeah,
panel.
we're going to go check out the Gearbox panel. That was definitely one of my top 3 things. Hopefully we'll get some Borderlands 3 news. I think that's it.
Yeah.
So stay tuned here on, you can follow us at Game Tangent on Twitter, Game Tangent as well on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube. We'll be live streaming. We will be posting pictures, doing all kinds of fun stuff throughout the day tomorrow. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.